So maybe we just go on ahead and jump into it then. Hello everyone, let's let OBS catch up with us. Any minute now, there it is. Excellent. Hey everybody, and welcome back to How Not. To LCnP, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we're going broke. We are waiting for... This will be done in June, 36 days, but our astronauts will not be ready to fly until August. That sucks. But hopefully that means we can clear that stuff out pretty quick, the Gemini program stuff, and take a different contract that hopefully pays lots of money, because we're so far past the expiry on that. Witchcraft have you wrought? Came back to the stream last weekend and I haven't played anything but KSP since! Ah, yes. I do not apologize. Get what you deserve, which is more KSP. Excellent. Alright. Also, in the meantime, I did notice this... Nope. This contract where you can get 1290 confidence for something that I'm pretty sure we can knock out with our lightest duty launcher, and we happen to have one built. We just need to modify it, I guess. Might actually be cheaper to modify it with our other one or whatever. I don't know. We'll find out, but we're just going to go ahead and pick this up because we got nothing else going on right now, really. Mr. Mark, huzzah! Good to see you. Welcome. Alright, so... Yeah, we've got this BP November. Manage your microphone scuffy. Again? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in again. Y'all tell me if that makes it better. Yeah, this headset's getting pretty old, so... Let's see if that brings it back. How's it now? Better? Did I unscruffy the microphone? Yay! Okay. Yeah, sometimes, honestly. You just unplug it and plug it back in and everything's better. Sweet. Glad we got that fixed. Anyway, oh, dang it. I meant to modify the docking target, but I guess maybe we'll scrap that one to save the money. I don't think the build time is honestly going to be better. What we do want to do is start with the latest iteration of the BPZE November, which I think was the ComSat Net one, where we had to fly like 3 of them on ComSat. Oh, good. It's 106 parts. That's 135 parts, so it's more likely to be this one. Time to clean out the files folder. Alright. So, let's... Thinking that's not it. Yeah. Oh, because I didn't need the solar panels on it. That was a bunch of the extra parts. Right. So then, we are in Navisat Net 1. It's ComSat Net 1. Or is it Navisat Network 1? Fuck me. That's only 91 parts. Let's try the 106 parts. It's always good to see you. Say hi to them for me. Will do, Mr. Mark. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your evening. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. This looks more or less correct. Man, are these the expanded tanks? Yeah, they're 3 meters instead of like 2.4, which is the original. So this is our high Delta V, much upgraded variant. So let's get down in here, and I guess this is the separation, and that is our core, so we can delete that. Now, what do we need for this contract? 250 units of ComSat payload. And that is all. So tank UI, let's add in ComSat. Oh, we can drop this thing down by a whole bunch. Not that much. 250 units. We'll put an 01 in there just to make sure. Update, add a little bit of electric charge because, oh, hold on. ComSat 3, ComSat payload. Oh, that is super duper duper helpful. Look at how tiny this little guy can get now. It was 250, right? Not 225. 5001 update, add. Thank you. 250 units concept payload on the craft. Good enough. Apoapsis between 9.91 mil and 16.5 some odd mil. This will be interesting. We are definitely going to test fly this little guy. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, oh, we're probably going to need a method of separation in here, I would assume. Right? So yeah, after we've got this thing flown and tested, maybe we'll do some more lunar testing for our crude lunar something or other. If y'all have any interest in such a boring thing. It could be a thing. That's all I'm saying. Alright, now let's tuck this in so we can save mass on fairings. Yeah. No need to make it super legitimate, right? Boop. Plague stock-like with contract pack for atmospheric transport flights between Kerbin-side bases. Actually given your 80-passenger transport jet the nose authority of an F-18. Oops. Well, have fun with that, I guess? Alright, nope, this is not ComSat Net 1, this is ComSat contract. Save. Hold on, this is a BPZE-N2. This way I have a delineator. What do you mean passengers love pulling 50? They don't? Nuh-uh. Come on. Everybody knows that everybody's fine with it. They'll be fine. I mean, it's only momentary, right? Sustained 15G turn on approach to landing. Yes. Make it so. Man. Boeing would like to know what you're holding those wings on with. Nah, only 10G sustained. That's fine. They'll be fine. Oh, man, yeah, good job, dummy. We'll just see if we can pull this contract off from the moon. It'll be fine. This is fine. This is fine. Alright. So yeah, I'm probably not going to get into a whole lot of meat today because obviously I was a little late getting to the stream. Sorry about that. We'll do some testing. I still have to call it when I have to call it. So it'll be a shorter stream than usual. Not a whole lot of time to pull a bunch of stuff off. But if we get to that place where we can maybe try to get rid of the... Oh boy, fix your staging, homeboy. You guys should probably be up here. No, after that one for sure. Okay, yeah, if we can knock out the Gemini program today, I would love to do that. But it does mean we got to start soon, so let's just get this test launch out of the way. Let's take a look at our contract. Orbitals. Oh yeah, we were gonna force complete that because it's really dumb. The new vessel requirement. We'll knock that one out too. Alright, apogee between 9199, so we'll do a target apoapsis of, I guess, should we go straight forward or should we try to circularize? Let's see, if we get to orbit, we've used one ignition, and then to boost up once, that's 2, and then to round it out is 3. Periapsis above 1 million. That's all the higher we need to be. I am extra dumb. So let's go 1100. kilometers here. We'll just boost up to that, and we just need one more ignition to get our apogee up that high, right? Yes, no inclination requirements, so let's just run with it. All right, and engage autopilot and ignition. Ignition. Oh, I hit it twice. Thank goodness it didn't actually do that. That would have been bad times. Holding wings on with, thanks for asking. Yes, 4B strut connector. Kept falling off without them. Fair enough. Alright. Coming up on booster ejection. I stage that out. Nope, drop solids early is still 0.1 seconds. Wow, they actually separated cleanly that time. Holy hell. What fortune. This is only a sim, and that will never actually happen in real life. Very interesting indeed. Engines aggressively and repeatedly flame out if you attempt to run them up with the brakes on. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. They're trying to pull in a bunch of air, and I guess they're... I don't know, the front profile isn't such that just sucking in atmospheric air works, or they suck it in so fast that... I don't know. There's some fluid dynamics in there that I totally don't understand at work, probably. This game's made by much smarter people than I. Yeah, like, I'm 95% sure this contract is going to be a milk run. But we are here doing our due diligence instead of, I don't know, doing actual work. And just time warping until Gemini's ready. Our next Gemini flight is ready to go. Which is hilarious. We've got, like, what, 4 more astronauts in training that are prepping for Gemini capsule proficiency, and by the time they're done with the training, we will have well moved past that. They're never going to fly the thing they are training for unless we do lunar Gemini with not the big G capsule, just the regular lowercase G capsule. Which, not gonna lie, distinct possibility given our current available technology, to say. Staging, ignition, punch in the face. Yeah, sweet. We're still moving. It says we're gonna have about 3 kilometers per second, give or take, after orbital insertion. I'll take that. It's something, right? We'll take what victories we can. Oh, Windows, fuck off. Alright, should see Ferrix up here shortly. Yeah, good call, Cosmo. Right. How's everyone else's weekend been? Not useless, I hope. Coming up on sausage deployment in about 20 some odd seconds. And so yeah, we're green clock now, so it'll actually be a real-time sausage deployment. In a real world, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, who cares? Anyway. Sausage away. And moving up through the last minute, some coin. Now 2 minutes of this burn. No, it can't be 2 minutes because that's in our runtime. Learn how to divide seconds, dummy. Yeah, we got 70 seconds remaining. We should be fine. Man, our available Delta V is insane on this stage. We have no payload to speak of whatsoever. Like 6 point something kilometers per second deliverable. This thing doesn't weigh that much, and we'll have 3.1, so honestly, it's not even enough really to get this thing to the moon, should we need it to, which is funny, but, I guess not what this launcher is primarily used for, so it's to be expected. Alright, we can start plugging in numbers here. We want our new apogee to be between 9.9 million. You know what? Let's just let's shoot for the moon on this. We'll say 15,500 kilometers at the next apoapsis. Whoop, RCS to arm. That's orbit correct. Yep, and we are over the 1 million mark. Create node 1857. We got 3281 left in the tanks. Booyah. Execute next node. All right. Accidental test. Your current plane design becomes a cluster bomb. Very good to know. Make sure you put that in the pilot's manual. You don't want to leave crucial information like that out. Something you don't want to discover on your own accidentally. Maybe the little guy just needs more struts. Alright, let's... Okay, so these tanks should... Well, not that one, that's our avionics, but yeah, those tanks should all be empty. We are on our... I hope that thing is actually insulated now. Now that I've unlocked insulation. Finally. Oops, yeah. Very interesting sunrise that's not sunrising. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, look at that. Hell yes. Whoosh, yep, okay. Way to ruin it for us, MechJeb. But alright, here we go. Let's round out this test and move on with other things. Yeah, wiggle that engine bell for no good gosh darn reason, eh? Oh, I forgot to dial down the decoupler. Whatever, we'll just let it get handed off. I don't need to deorbit the package. Alright, abort node execution. Yep, it's doing the check for stable orbit. We got plenty of Delta V left over, like probably almost enough to deorbit this thing should we, our transfer stage should we choose to, so let's go ahead and revert flight, get back to the VAB and get this thing being built. We can assign some engineers to it. I think we got a big pile of them just kind of sitting there twiddling their thumbs, not getting fired even though they should be. Save. We shouldn't have any tooling costs. Excellent. We don't. Let's go ahead and yeah, add this to LC Orbiter 1. Yep. And we will only build the one. So we've got to move some staff around right quick. And then I guess it's just time warping, waiting until stuff is ready. Let's see, Orbiter 1, yeah, we got 500 or 425 engineers just kind of sitting around, so we can max out this facility and get this done quick as we want. Man, this can be done in 39 days. We'll keep this docking target around just in case we need it, and currently we're bleeding about 200 funds a day, so let's knock this down to 10%. Okay, let's knock this down to, what's it at 0? 83. Okay. Zenith Blue for 2, Docker Bravo. Sweet, we'll warp until that's done. Can't fly it yet. Our astronauts won't be ready to go until the end of summer. Oh, hey. Venus Space Low, transmitted science. Oh, yeah, speaking of which. Alt F12, contracts, active contracts, Venus Orbital Science Probe, complete. There we go. Enough of that. All right, and the last 5 minutes of that to finish up. Ching. Hey, you guys want to fly the thing we just did one more time, just for good measure? This time we'll get paid for it. 24th June, 1969. Yeah, let's just start the rollout. Bleed of, oh, hey, plus 77. Would you look at that? Yeah, it turns out you only pay engineers a fraction of their normal salary if they're not actively working on something. All right, let's dial this construction back up. Cost per day 138. I think we're at like plus 800 something, right? Plus, well, currently plus 500, so we can go to plus 800 down there. 826. Let's dial it in pretty low, shall we? All right. And yeah, let's go ahead and knock this one out. This will only take as long as it took us to do it the first time, only again. And yeah, we only have to wait like 2 more months. In August, we get to try to clean up our Gemini stuff. It'd be nice to get that program off our list, because we're losing a lot of money on it currently. All right, yeah, bing, 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 bing. All that looks good. Staging needs to be rectified, however. Let's not ditch our fairings at launch. Let's put those up there. Engage autopilot and ignition. Oh, thank goodness, it works. Somewhat overcast day here at the Cape. I'll just rip through these clouds in which we can only see other clouds. Oh, that's interesting. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and do most of this in Viz Warp. So, which mod it is that adds RO's timed experiments? So we'll automatically redo some new biomes, which is nice. Kerbalism. Those come from Kerbalism. Alright, yeah, pitch in, because you couldn't keep up with 2x time warp, I guess. You probably did that last time and I just wasn't paying attention. Here we go. Alright, we'll have to drop it out of Fizz Warp for staging, because things go kind of wonky when stage something like this under Fizz Warp. Do not recommend, generally speaking. Flame out, staging, punch in the face, carry on. It's always nice when the Ullage ring just delivers that get the hell off me, bro. Yeah, back to Fizz Warp. This should just be a milk run. Simulation proved it was a milk run. As long as the 405H doesn't fail and actually relights when we need it to, everything should be good to go. Alright, 20 seconds to sausage. So once again, we're going to pop out a fizz warp for that. I don't want our meat sticks hitting anything they shouldn't. Sweet. Clean deployment of our external tanks. Moving swiftly along. Yeah, about another 50 seconds, and we can start plotting this stuff out now. Let's bring up our contract deets. 16.5. So what did we put it at? 15,500 last time. Oh, you dumb fuck. Okay. No! Remove all nodes. Okay. The next apogee. I clicked the wrong button, but hey, we're in orbit, we're above the 1 million mark, and we got one more ignition left on our engine. Motherfucker. Create node. Boom, 48 minutes, 1857. That looks very familiar. RCS to ARM. Ascent guidance, you can go away. Execute next node. Holy hell. Well, way to make things way more interesting than they needed to be, Cosmo. One missed click from absolute stupidity every single fucking time. Yes, doing great. Okay. Now I'll say my wrists and hands are a little numbish today. I was operating a weed eater for many hours this weekend, and all the vibrating and everything. And I'm fucking old. So my wrists and my forearms both hurt and can't feel things very well right now. Yeah. We're doing great all around. Nice slow turn into our node. I would really like to up the resolution on these clouds, but I have a feeling my poor old 1060 here is not going to be okay with that. Homeboy has disagreed with me on every single step I've made in making this install, and has complained quite loudly. Alright, 2 minutes to node. Well, we got 30 seconds of runtime to deliver 3.2 kilometers per second. Doing great. Alright, please don't fail. Please don't fail. Yes! Solid light on the engine, we are go! Get him. Alright, abort node execution. Waiting to achieve stable, or checking for stable orbit over the next 2 minutes, sure. I don't want to let the clock wind out for 30 seconds, but 5 seconds I'm okay with. This should be, ding! Satellite has been transferred to the customer. Yay! Back to the Space Center. Contract complete. Alright, let's do something else. Reconditioning pad, sweet. Oh, battery's almost empty. No one cares. Lunar landing tech, July 16th, 1969. Okay. Come on. Oh, a tracking station will be done in 3 days. That frees up some money, I'm sure. Where are we at? July 1969. Hey, the moon landing is 4 days away. Not ours, but someone's. And lunar orbiter capsules will be done 8/22, which I think is right around the time when our astronauts. Oh, 29 August 69. Mandy Kruger is free. Let's we gotta train them up on mission. We have to do mission Gemini. Mandy Kruger. Man, should I just wait? Let's see, that puts us from August, September, October, November. That puts us November 69-ish before we can finish out this dang contract. But at least we're not bleeding money anymore. And when we finish that one, we can actually close out all 3 of our programs and just be done with stuff. Is there another one of these that we can just take for shits and giggles? That one, 900? Really? You're only going to give me 920? 45? 250? No, like none of these are worth the spend. At least at the moment. I know that they will increase in value as time passes. Did I start that training? I did not, because I don't know if I can start a new training class once the other one is done. And if I can't, that pushes back our training by like an extra month. So I'd really like to know that. If I put her in training for this, oh, hold on a second. Mandy Kruger. Let's go to training. If I hit proficiency Gemini, okay, yeah, see, there's already a proficient, or is it because they have, motherfucker. 1 more knots required. Wait, what? Prior proficiencies. Oh, interesting. Training. Mission Gemini. Applies to parts Advanced Command Pod, Gemini Cabin, Gemini L Cabin. Oh, so I don't have to give them more proficiencies if... Finish in October. Right. And when she comes active, we'll see if we can't get her into training also. Alright. Work to complete. We can just bank up some cash. Who cares? Alright. Crew docking and transfer. That'll be done October. So we're 22 August. Infrared radiometry. No science game. Huh. What's transmitting? Alright, let's just warp to the 29th here. Okay, that's enough of that. Astronauts. Training. Mission Gemini. Julia Myers. Start training and finish 27 November 69. Yeah. Okay, so warp to complete. Warp to complete. Training Mission Gemini. 1 day. Ding. Alright, and also let's start rolling out our, do we have staff? Yeah, we have staff assigned here. To complete. We're going to need lots of money to unlock a bunch of stuff. Trading, proficiency, Gemini. Yes, let's do this. Ding. Oh, hey, that's our other astronaut class. Good for them. That is not the other astronaut who can fly this mission, however. Hold on, I just want to check something. Yeah, Kruger's the only one who... We could fly it with just Mandy Kruger. We are not required to have... I don't think we're required to have 2 docking. Dock 2 words. Yeah, no, we could just fly it as is, I suppose. We could also do the crewed... stay in space for 3 days with a crewed vessel. I think we could knock that one out. But, training mission Gemini. Sure. I'm very tempted. No, I want to end this program so that I can move on. Yes, get her done. Please and thank you. Sweet. All right, and you know what else I'm going to do right quick? Go to training, mission Gemini, and nope, these three. Start training. Launch. Mandy Kruger. Everybody gets a shoot and an EVA. And launch. Let's do this. Let's knock out the Gemini program now that it's almost 1970. I think we're just going to try to dock with our previous docking target. I think last time we bumped up to a 500-kilometer orbit. Landing info, we don't necessarily, strictly speaking, we don't need you. Hey, Zenith, blue for 2 Docker probe. Alright, was that it? No, BP3Z3 November docking target. Set as target. Thank you very much. Maneuver planner will scoot you over here. Ascent guidance, 300 by 350. Let's make that. Yeah, we'll leave it at 350 for now. We can boost it up later if we decide we need to. Launch into plane of target and engage autopilot. Oh, and while we're thinking about other stuff here, crew report, telemetry, synergistic effect in sleep analysis, and food evaluation are our experiments of the day. Man, and our orbiters around Mars and Venus have just been radioing stuff in very regularly. It's nice to see, honestly. Alright, I got about an hour left in the stream, so I'm really hoping we can get this all the way up. That sure is a lot of separatrons for staging. Oh no, wait, okay. So it's going to try to ditch, yeah, the LES when we do stage sep. You know what, I'm fine with that. Turn 0 is what we wanted, not turn 90. It was turn 90 that was causing us to be remarkably unstable in our ascent. I think. Yeah, we've got gimbal authority in our pitch direction now. Not yaw. See, all of our gimbals working extra hard. Because, man, this thing is pretty fast off the pad. Detuned as this is from our normal F2T launcher. By detuned, I mean we just dialed that back, the utilization of the tanks, mostly on the boosters, to get it under our 160-ton pad limit. Because I did not feel like actually building a brand new launch pad. We took our Mercury pad and upgraded it as far as we could stretch it. So I think our Mercury launcher was 75-ish tons, if that. Might have been 60. And I only pushed it to 75 when we added those 2 caster SRBs to the side of it. Boosters clearing away. This is very interesting. apparently we're going to have much less available delta V after we hit orbit than we did last time. Last time we walked into this with like 400 meters per second remaining in our X405 H2 stage. Which, man, I wonder if we have the 405 H3s available yet. They're much more vacuum optimized. This stretch measure is pretty easy since it's a liquid. I have to question this is to make a launch pad from it. How's it going, Vativolt? Good to see you. It's been quite a while. Yeah. It was really the tempered glass that we put the mercury in that made it somewhat workable, although honestly, yeah, I don't know. OSHA had some complaints, and people got maimed. Just being whiners all around, honestly. Like, it's part of your job, bro. Just get used to it. Pick the glass out of your eyeballs and get back to work. If I get one more thing saying wah shrapnel, I'm just gonna be sick. Do we have a stop at? We do have a stop at stage 4 in effect. Alright. Because, yes, for some reason, this thing went cattywampus on us last time, didn't it? Alright, and that we'll stage that out and start our OMS engines. I think these two probably need to be in their own stage. Whatever, we're going to hit orbit with not a whole lot left in the tanks, but, I don't know. Sometimes you just got to make it work, right? We'll do our best. We're going to hit this docking. We did it last time, and we didn't have the contract to do it. We just had to do rendezvous. And we pulled off the docking. We know it can be done. We're just going to do it. And things are going to be fine. Everything is going to be A-okay. My dog has decided it does not like something or someone within like a quarter mile of the house. She just barks at everything all the time. I don't know if that's picking up on the microphone or not, but, nope, not showing up. Anyway, let's just stop talking about it then. Guess you went a little high. Well, I'm trying to go to a 300 by 350 because we're trying to rendezvous with something that's in the 300 by 300 kilometer orbit. And yeah, this is what I like. This is the exact orbital parameters I launched to the last time I flew this mission, and I feel like we had like, I don't know, I could be wrong, I could be way off, but I thought we had like 400 meters per second left in the tanks when we finished that off. I could be real wrong about that, though. I mean, we have another ignition in this. We'll check our time to rendezvous with our target. Which, man, it's time to clean this stuff up. Can I turn off everything except my target? Turn off debris. That's a given. Yep. If I turn off everything, it doesn't keep our target, does it? Or does it? Yeah, that's our target, because we're not in orbit yet, so there's us. Sweet. It is going to be way behind us, so we're going to let it catch up to us by going slower, which we'll probably have to boost up to a bit higher to see if we can get this orbit in, just a day or two. Fingers crossed. Yeah, looks like we went a little too high. Way to go, mech jab. Is what it is, I suppose. Man, I didn't upgrade these to nitrogen tetroxide, did I? Y'all are still running on HTP. Yep. Oh well. I bet you it's the same case here. HTP. We could have had a bunch of gains, but we didn't. Would have resulted in tooling, which we don't have the money for, because I spent it all on tooling. Yeah. no more stupid clicks. We might kill people this time if we click stupidly. Alright, about another 30 seconds to orbital insertion. I wonder if it's because we took more, I don't know, did we take more heavier experiments? I dislike the tooling mechanics so much. Understandable. I really hated it at first. I understand the reasoning. I understand the gameplay mechanic by it, but yeah, it feels like it punishes artistic expression and wanting things to be beautiful. It discourages tinkering, indeed. That is definitely an effect of that. Alright, ascent guidance, you can go away. Welcome to orbit, everyone. Rendezvous planner? Rendezvous planner. Alright, so if we intercept with hum and transfer, 2 days. 4.6 meters per second, not bad. Remove all nodes. So it's going to take 2 days for it to catch up to us. If we change our apogee to 500, create node, it's 42 meters per second in 45 minutes. We got 143 left in the tank. I doubt we're going to get use out of all of it. Yeah, that's our insulated tank. So it should last. RCS to arm. If we bump up to, well, let's take a look at stuff. So I can't just assume. Because yeah, bottom of our orbit is where we're going to intercept, roughly speaking. And that should cut down our travel time by a little bit. So let's just, let's turn on the fuel cell, or make sure the fuel cell is still running, or is running. Processes, running, stopped running. Let's just make sure. How's our batteries looking? Electric charge, full and topped off. We aims to keep it that way. Alright, and execute next node. We'll just go on ahead and use this one little nudge. Asking this ridiculous engine to do such a low delta V maneuver is pretty stupid. It's probably going to go sailing wildly past it, maybe even in a different direction. I want to know if anybody else has this problem with the X405H. Was right before it starts up, it like slams the gimbal all the way to one side, or like wiggles between the two, so that when the engine does light and you suddenly get thrust, you're like, I don't know. It's like trying to do a U-turn burnout whilst launching. Especially for small, tight maneuvers, doesn't do you any actual favors. It really pisses me off a lot of times, to be very honest with you. Alright. Angle it around. We'll go ahead and take our half lap. So you know how like astronaut training is an option you can turn on and off? Maybe they should address tooling in that way also. Alright. Now go ahead and ullage through 3/4 of the burn. Watch this engine wiggle around. Of course, now you're not going to do it. Gonna make me out to be a liar? Or fine. Wherever floats your boat, homie. Yep, there it is. See? Wiggle, 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 ba-boom. And we're done. Abort node execution. Ba-bow. And intercept with Holman transfer is in 16 hours. 50 meters per second. We have another ignition on this, don't we? Yeah. It's so not worth it, though. Like, it's so not worth it. Let's at least use this RCS propellant to knock ourselves out of this spin. You stupid fucking gimbal. And let's fizz warp just to get it done in as little time for us as possible. How's our batteries looking? Good. Fuel cell's holding quite well. Liquid hydrogen is not boiling off all that fast, thanks to recently invented MLI. Just tell it to go ahead and point at the node. Yep, did we run out of RCS propellant? Nope, they're still going. Okay. Fighting just as hard as they care to. Where did I put the RCS propellant for that stage? No, there it is. Really? Huh. Why do you have so much dang... Yeah, that can't be right. There's got to be some kind of disconnect in there. Something I'm not considering all that well. Did we just run out of HTP entirely? No. There's that's where the rest of the HTP should be, I suppose. But, nope, there's definitely still RCS in there. Oh, okay. It's just got the angle under control enough now to where it's going to stop our spin when we get there. We still have plenty of RCS propellant. I don't know, I feel like a rendezvous maneuver needs to be done with a little bit more precision, perhaps. And that maybe relying on our stupid engine is probably not the best way to go about it. Alright, let's take a quick save. And let's separate. Alright, where are... Yeah, the MMH and 201 nitrogen tanks. We probably want to hang on to those. We want to save that fuel because it gets us through re-entry. We didn't really have a problem with it last time, but we just want to make sure. And we don't need to angle in the sun. Fuel cells got us taken care of there. So let's go ahead and execute next node. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Alright, electric charge staying charged, liquid hydrogen and LOX depleting at a somewhat similar rate. We'll just run with it. Hope y'all are having fun up here. I know it was a pretty boring 16-hour wait, but here we go. I do wonder if those engines are active. Yes, yes they are. Clink. This is going to be kind of a long burn. Hey, is that our target? No, that is our upper. That is our upper stage. Huh. Apparently, we're a little off balance. RCS is trying to deal with. What did I change? It may have tipped the balance off. I guess adding insulation to our liquid hydrogen tanks and our liquid oxygen tanks up there may have tipped us just a little bit. That's interesting. I'll take some of the work off the thrusters. All right, 20 meters per second. Yeah, separation closest approach coming down nicely. Of course, we'll dial that in before we plug in the node to match velocities, but the rest of this should go pretty smoothly. Fingers crossed we can put another one in the W's column today. Ding, ding, ding. Shut it down. Okay. Overshot by quite a bit there. Kill rotation. Stand on the brake pedal for a little bit, back us up. I'm gonna keep your mouse out of the neck chev windows if you want things to do stuff, dummy. 2 point. Man, this might be the simplest separation adjustment ever. 500 meters, 4, 3, 2. Oh, and then it starts going up. Interesting. 290 some odd meters is the closest we're gonna get, eh? Alright, match velocity is the closest approach, 16.2 meters per second in 1 hour. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock that out then, shallst we? Yeah, that adjusted our numbers a bit. Okay. Lock this into the node and let's redial things in here a bit. There's the big changer. Yeah, it went from 200 meters to 2 kilometers. Unacceptable. So we're going to try to dial this back in. Oop, wrong key. $600 is slightly more acceptable. Nope. 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 Okay, 330 meters. That looks like that's going to be the closest we can get right now. So that is in 1 hour 24 minutes. Execute next node, please. Alright, yeah, fuel cell's still holding out. We're 19 hours into the mission. Looks like we burned off about a fifth of our electrolyzer fuel. Not electrolyzer. Wow. Clink. Engine's running. Oh man, that means our target should be right there. Yay! Did you miss it? Nope. 329 meters in 15 seconds. Not bad. There she is. Alright. We can start moving in for a docketing. Whoop. Nicely done. Alright. Target positive. And that is some authority. Don't want to come in too hot, and we do need to pick a side, but we do need to adjust our relative velocity, or our relative approach angle, sorry. Certainly like to get within docketing range. Can't quite tell which side of the spacecraft is where, but it looks like our docking angle approach should be from down here. Which, yeah, 9 minutes, alright. Oh, I love how that happens. Now it's out. Okay. When you unfizz warp, it comes back to where it's supposed to be. Fine with me. As long as we come out of fizz warp before we would be within 200 some odd meters. That is just weird. Oh, now we'll be within 21 meters, and it looks like our approach needs to be on... Dude, I can't tell where the hell we are, where we're going. I can't remember what there's some physics click over where that thing where it jumps out doesn't happen, and I want to say it's about like 200 something meters, maybe, or less than. But we'll get closer and we'll figure it out. We'll dock, we'll hang out. What's our experiment longevity on some of this stuff? It's like 2 to stopped. Why are you stopped? Oh, I wasted so many hours by not clicking the buttons. Yeah, 5 days, 23 hours. Sorry to say, y'all have wasted 19 hours of your life not doing science. What failures, the both of you. Is our target spinning? Or am I hallucinating that? Sorry, but honestly, we're going to sit here for the next 6 minutes and 53 seconds until we can start making an actual approach. I think it is spinning. That's a problem. Okay, batteries are still good, and RCS propellant is good. Where is our spacecraft? Alright, well, now that that's done a thing, whoa, buddy boy, what are you doing? Alright, angling in, that's fine. You do you. And we want to be sky side. But angled on. Yeah, at about a 40 meter. There we go. 4 minutes. So honestly, when we're a little closer, we're just going to tell it to point at us. Get this docketing over as quickly as possible. Yep, those are 2 previous contracts. hopefully we'll be able to bring this crew home before I have to call it a night, which, while we're sitting here just waiting for things to avail themselves, 4 minutes now. Anyway, yeah, so, quick announcement. There will be no stream next week. It's Mother's Day. I'm gonna go hang out with Lady Crash. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it's a thing. So, I will not be here next week, which means if you're on YouTube, there will be no episode next week either. I'll be back the week after, hopefully as regularly scheduled. So, you got that going for you. I'll only be missing 1 week, not 2 in a row. Although there probably will be a week sometime in July where I might miss the entire month of July. It's going to be a chaotic month for me. Alright, 100 some odd meters, we should be able to pick the target by now. If I could see it. Come on, it's 100 meters away. Where the fuck is it? Hiding in the sun. Oh, there! That moon-looking thing. Which, yeah, probably time to start hitting the brakes here. Closing at a half meter per second. Still fast enough. And yeah, these poor little HTP thrusters, not the greatest at actually Alright, 0.3. That is much more tolerable. Let's get zeroed in here. There we go. We are on approach. Let's go for dock. Let's dock things. 4 meters of separation. Let's zero that best we can. Still 4 meters. Since we appear to be drifting off sideways due to separation stuff. Alright. Man, it's been a long time since I docked anything manually. Should we try it? Do y'all feel like wasting the next 40 minutes of your life watching me try to mash these two spacecraft together? Because I'll do it. Current separation 3 meters. Hopefully we're angled in. Just 5 more minutes of waiting. And I promise something interesting might happen. Perhapsn't. Alright. Now can we really leave them up here for 5 days so they can do science? I mean, we got nothing else going on anyway, so who cares? Small adjustments here and there. Let's bring up the speed a little bit. Not going to deploy the key because I don't feel like doing a keyed approach. Alright. Bump. Boo! Eek! How's it going, Sea Kraken Boy? Good to see you. One meter, 2 minutes 45 seconds. Oh, millimeters. Never seen that before. Get out your targeting lasers, fellas. Tap, tap, tap. Echo everything? Is that the request, or is that what I'm supposed to say in a silly voice? Echo everything. I don't know if this is a reference to something that I'm just not cool enough to understand. But there you go. Instructions. These things should come with instructions. Alright. Boom. Whoa. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, I used the W key instead of the I key like an absolute idiot. Go ahead and up our speed up a little bit until we're a little closer in on this. Move our rendezvous planner around. Let's take a look at this angle. You're supposed to just echo whatever you said for a bit. Not sure if that's in the true spirit of silly voice. Maybe it is. We'll take some consideration. Yeah, see, I don't have any of those push button sound effect thingies. Alright, I guess we should start slowing down so that we don't pile drive into this thing. $149mm, allegedly. Set as target. Yeah, so this is the same crew as the last time we flew this. Bruh. Alright. Brakes, 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 brakes. Ka-tunk. Bow. Contract complete. Yay! Docking. Program complete. Sweet. We did it. Alright, let's make sure this avionics unit is shut down. It can't be because it is not that kind of avionics unit. Excellent. And I did not rotate so the solar panels would not interfere with one another. Great. Let's keep an eye on our batteries because we are going to start pulling. Yeah, we're pulling down 200 watts. Or are we generating 200 watts? Oh, no, we're making power. Yeah, okay. So we'll let them hang out up here for... give them a day or two at least. You know, that liquid hydrogen starts to go, and then we've got to go. Alright. We need to run those fuel cells on the way down. So, how much of that science did we get? Yeah, we finished one. That one was done in an hour. 3 days, 5 days. 5 days? Really? Does it only run when they're asleep? We've been up here for 2 days. Oh, it was a 6-day experiment? Something like that. Anyway, let's see where we are and where this would put us. Alright, if we deorbit here, that puts us, yeah, somewhere in the Pacific. So let's run this stuff now. Let's take a quick save before we do anything else. Quick saving, excellent. Undock. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Alright. And orbit retrograde. Let's close this damn program. Let's pick up new programs. real quick, just in case. RCS to arm. Go. Ullage. Ignition. Pull us away nice and slow. How much fuel do we have left? 200 some odd meters per second? Yeah, we should be fine. Dang, I should have gone for the 3-day record. Man, this thing takes forever. He's alive! How's it going, Jeff? How goes sausage Sausageacalypse. So far, so good. 4 packets of sausages, 2 launches, times 2 packages of sausages per launch have been deployed successfully to those in need. And not randomly in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Obviously. And 200 meters per second remaining. Yeah, 154. We're going to shut that down at like, I don't know, 50? 65? Somewhere in there? Probably. I can't believe this program didn't even require that we bring them home safely on this run. Just like, you're done. Fuck these two. Kill comms and let them figure it out for themselves. Yeah, 65 sounds good to me. There we go. Done. And I guess we'll take another quick save just to make sure we screw ourselves. And let's warp on in. Oh, good. Nighttime. Shoot. Maybe dawn. Let's hope. All right. Kill rotation here. Make sure that is, yep. How's our batteries? Electric charge is good. Stage it. Stage it. Arm parachute. Arm parachute. Retrograde. Rendezvous planner, you can go away. God, how much fuel do we have left in this thing? It looks like plenty. It goes quick. Let's get y'all. Nope, you need to be upside down. Why didn't I just carry on the rotation in the correct direction instead of doing this? Y'all need to be upside down, apparently. There we go. Alright, let's pull this out and turn descent mode on and adjust that down to 0. And we are atmospheric. Let's pin you open so that I can adjust the slider as needed as we proceed through this descent. We'll use it to limit G-forces on the way in. And then we can stare at budgets together. All right. Where are we going to come down? Well, yes. The ocean, and yes, at night. Dumb. Doing our best. Probably. Alright, so far so good. 100 kilometers just passing back through the Kármán line. No big deal. I think these two have earned a long overdue vacation. Having done between the two of them every single flight between Mercury and Gemini. Oh, hey, these things are still running. That's excellent. We'll get an extra 10 minutes of data from those two things. Fantastic. Another service module starting to burn up. I don't know if y'all could hear those puffs and pops. Poof, 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 poof. G-load's still at nil. Here's camera change. Fantastic. Starting to show some heating here. Wonder if we should switch this to surface retrograde. Alright, yep, we're starting to pick up a little bit of G. No heat warnings yet, though. We got that much going for us. Alright, it's starting to get flamey. Let's start to up this offset a bit. Try to mitigate some of these. Yeah, that G-load's starting to really pick up some weight. Let's also throttle back this, the fizz warp. Set that, click off and kill rotation. There we go. Off. Yeah, RCS to off. We'll be fine. Okay, now we got a heat warning. Is it building? I can't tell. Why did I try to zoom in on the heat bar? If we reduce that, does it go down? Demonstrably? In my head it is. It looks like it's going down, so sorry, Kerbals. Y'all just gonna have to come out of this with a few more back problems. Let's tip it back up. Nope, heat warning's gone. Going full comm offset. All right. Sweet. Easy peasy. Can't believe this. Well, maybe it requires at least flying high. But we're getting the same science as we were at orbit, so I don't know what the requirements of these are. If we could just like park a Gemini capsule out somewhere in the desert and get the in-flight sleep analysis experiment. Alright, G-loading is starting to taper. We're coming through the worst of it now. We're down to about 2.8 kilometers per second. Sorry, the view is terrible. We actually did not need to come home nearly as quickly as we did. But we're here now, so it is what it is. Little shocked we're still getting aerodynamic effects on this, and we're still pulling 3 Gs. Just like casually hanging out at 3 Gs. Alright, let's turn descent mode off, wiggle. And I guess, yeah, we are decelerating rather quickly, but we can also fizz warp for a while. And we don't need you anymore. What we do need is the ability to decouple after our drogue chute is done. So we'll pin that open. Yay! It looks like they will survive. Drogue chute is out. Man, it's a really high deploy for a drogue chute. Maybe should have checked the specs on that, eh? Alright. Well, 5 kilometers. I should probably be here to deploy the main. Oh, ouch. That looked like it hurt. 1 second. Alright, sorry. Little one left the door open, but we're back and we're better now, and we can go back to Fizz Warp as we drop the last 2 kilometers into our nighttime splashdown. It's probably the absolute worst way to go about these sorts of things, but yeah, you know, we're here now. I can see the ocean. Yay! Alright. 700 meters. Oh, I can't wait to close out this program. It has been biting me in the ass ever since I took it. And I spent all of the funding for it on tooling. $30 meters and recover. Normal recovery. Yay! Oh, we didn't do an EVA this time. Bummer. Yay! Alright, crew members will be on leave until the 25th of February 1970. Retirements, Myers will be here at least until 76, and Kruger will be here at least until 73. Okay. And hey, we got 22 of 55 science of the synergistic effect of zero gravity and radiation on white blood cells are space low. Good to know. Alright. Yes. And 5,000 funds recovered. No XP gain for either of them. Fair enough. Admin building. Venus surface exploration. Maybe we'll hang on to this. It does pay $960 a year. Early commercial applications. Yeah. Let me let's free up. Hold on a second. Advanced crew orbit. Let's close this one off because we're like not even on the chart for the funding on this one anymore. Complete program. Yes. Yay. And so we have that's 1 and that's 3. Oh, okay, so we have 4 slots available to us, which sucks real bad. Oh, we can't do crewed lunar? Why not? Program crewed orbit to Why the hell can't I take crewed lunar? I got 4 open slots. No, I don't. I have 3 open slots. 7 minus 4 is 3. But when I get rid of this one, cha-ching, cash that one in, we're done. Now we can take it. Okay, here's my conundrum. Small bodies fly by, we can knock out pretty quick, but the funding, not so great. Crewed lunar, obviously. The funding on this thing is amazing. I'm talking millions a year on fast. You really want to take it on breakneck because it's wicked. That's wicked good money all the way around. Just amazing, all the money. We can take it on fast. Currently, it's still real good money, but you know, like, you don't get the real plus out of it for the next 3 years. It does ramp up pretty quick. 611, 1.4 mil, and then 2 mil. Oh, we don't have a chief scientist. Flight research speed, no. Minus 8% speed integration. What? 10% science from transmission and vessel recovery. 10% to science. Oh, okay. The very bottom row in R&D, research speed. That's interesting. This is solids and integration of solid parts. The flight research speed, air launch, yeah, we don't need that. Avionics research speed, 40% integration speed of avionic parts. Interesting. And yeah, but we take a minus on the rewards. RCS research speed, flight research speed. I honestly, just for the integration speed of avionic parts, this is totally worth it. Honestly. Interesting. Even though we're getting less confidence from our contracts, that's confidence reward. It's not cost of anything. Yeah, let's do it. Boom. There we go. Anyway. Crude lunar. Or I could take... Man, I need to upgrade this facility, because I currently have 4 slots available. If I had 1 more slot available, I could take Mars surface and small bodies and do pretty well for myself. For a while, anyway. What's Mars surface on Breakneck look like? Yeah, $960 a year. And it's going to cost $4,000? Fuck. I guess we should probably pick up Crude Lunar at Fast, because that's going to cost $4,000. And we can't do 2 things that cost $4,000. Oofda. But yeah, take this, upgrade the facility, use that extra thing to take small bodies, and knock that out with our smaller launcher, because all of this is going to require a much bigger, much stupider launcher than what we've got. And we're just going to have to start hiring people like absolute crazy. But, you know, that's the good news, is at least we can hire a bunch of people, a bunch of researchers, a bunch of engineers, and just start knocking shit out. Like, for real. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pick that up. Ka-ching. Boom. There it is, Crude Lunar. That's what we're doing next. Yep. Alright, leave facility. Let's take a look at our R&D, because we got so much science to spend. Yeah, we're like 4 nodes behind on it. Everything. RT-254. Oh, man. Gas generator, hydraulic engine, multiple ignitions. Interesting. Right. What's the things that we absolutely need? Improved lander engines. Oh, okay. Well, it would be nice to get the rover, even though I'm probably going to build my own. We got most of the other things we need, other than mature capsules. But we're going to have to spend a lot of money unlocking stuff, too. So, there's that. Space Planes Era Materials Science. Isogrid fairings. Radiator panels. And MLI wrapping and balloon tank upgrade. Dude, what? Alright, let's pick that up. Electric propulsion we don't need. What we need is better engines, to be honest. we seriously need a bump in our engine stuff. So I'm just going to kind of bounce down this row and pick up a bunch of these as needed, because we can't do one without the other. Ching, and I'm going to spend all of our science on engines. Nothing in that node. Anything here that's worth having? Ah, the NK-15s. Those would be worth having, as would the AJ-10-137. The service propulsion engine would be great to have. But we're trying to do this whole thing without hydrolocks, like absolute idiots. R129. Oh my, I'm gonna have to look into some of these. Honest to goodness. But to be real, y'all, I am out of time. And I'm probably, yeah, let's spend some science there too. Just gonna have to go ahead and shut down the stream now. So there's that. Let's take a hard save. I'm gonna run the outro. Let's find another Kerbal streamer to raid, and I will not be here next week. So I will see you in 2 weeks. So, alright, that's going to do it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. Until then, see you later.